look at me like I'm the young stunner, son of a gun, but not your normal run of the mill. From nothing to wonder, I put some heat on these bars. Hotter than summer, I'm a little baby, just keeping it 100. You gotta know it's elite if I'm in the mix of. If I'm vibing, you probably don't mind getting to the better stay up my lane when I got this thing rocking. Introducing that new, doing some name dropping. I feel I'm super uncool, I got no shame popping. And showing love to my grind is getting this thing popping. This is the moment for you, I'm here to bring it shine. I'm your host and my name Trosh, this is Between the Lines.
What's up, y'all? What's going on? This is Between the Lines, where life meets the lyrics. You already know I'm your host, Trosh. And we came to get up into it today. Before I get into the pleasantries, Lady J, hit him with that good stuff.
Oh shoot! You know what? I just got off air with you. You caught me off guard. I almost forgot. It's your first time tuning in. Or JQL on radio, and you would like to share with your family, friends, and followers on all the different ways that they can tune in, make sure to tell them that they can tune in to JQL on radio by downloading the JQL on radio app. You can also tune in to JQL on radio through Alexa or using the TuneIn radio app, Stream a Simple radio app, and many more. Just go to www.egoentertainmentnet.com. You can also listen live there and look at all of the different ways that you can tune in to JQL on radio. I'm a little tongue-tied today, y'all. Don't forget also to follow, like, and share JQLM Radio on all social media. JQLM Radio on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and Ego Entertainment Network at Ego Ent Net on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and Ego Entertainment Network on LinkedIn.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I appreciate it. So yeah, today I got my homie with me, Leah Rochelle. What's up, Shorty? How are you?
Hey.
That's what's up, man. You ready to chat it up with these people, man? Talking about this
dating that's what I'm here for.
COVID.
I am ready, okay? I love the topic.
COVID, man.
Whew. Dating during COVID.
So
it's been one.
So you know what though? Let me give a shout out to my producer that hit me with the beat for the intro and the music that you hit under. Like man, my guy Rory Sparrow, man, he raw. So if anybody out here listening to the show needs some tracks or whatever, man, hit him up. Rory Takima on Facebook.com. You can find him through my page or whatever, man. He dope. I love that brother for real, man. He come through for me every time I need him.
Yeah, that music is hot.
Yeah. He said the same thing when he heard it. Nah, what's up with the dating through COVID though, man? So I feel like 2020 put a lot of limitations on everything, and that's just to say the least, you know what I'm saying? But one of the things people like was still hungering for was just, you know what I'm saying, being around some other people or you know what I'm saying, like still dating, trying to be out there and keeping their life moving as normal as possible. I'm trying to we're going to talk about like how that looked though, as far as like, how do you even approach that or whatever? And like, is the fulfillment of it acceptable? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you get the same feel? You know what I'm saying? We'll chop it up about it.
You know how we kind of talked last night, you know, we were kind of talking about dating and stuff like that. I think with COVID happening, the dating parameters and things like that had to be adjusted. So like we couldn't meet in person, we couldn't really meet at restaurants or bars or any of that. So we legit had to figure out how to date or still date, and we can't be in close quarters, or you can't come over, I can't come over. And I know some people was getting they little sneaky links in. But I think overall, like the whole idea of dating had to be adapted and adjusted in order for us to get used to this virtual world that we were all thrown into.
Right, for sure. So yeah, hold that thought, man. We're gonna get back to it right after the song break, real quick. All right. Let me go with that. I want to hear that Khalid, that Stay by Khalid. That's my joint right there.
Okay.
know it's hard on us, but to tell you the truth, it's no more love, no more love. It's not easy to say I'm giving up. And I've been losing count when the seconds turn to minutes and the hours. You've been working 9 to 5, so it's hard to find the time for me. Are we gonna be alright? If I come through tonight, baby, can I say oh? It's hard to say goodbye when I'm leaving. Let me inside, and I'm by. Just know I'm coming home for a reason. Baby, can I say oh? It's hard to say goodbye when I'm leaving. Let me inside, and I'm by. Just know I'm coming home for a reason. Baby, can I say oh? Nah, all the shit that you say, do you mean it? And when you tell me you love me, do you believe it? I can see it in your eyes, you've had enough of it. And I've been missing out when the seconds turn to minutes and the hours, no lie. Working 9 to 5, cause it's hard to find a time for me. Yeah. Are we gonna be alright? If I come through tonight, baby, can I say oh? It's hard to say goodbye when I'm leaving. Yeah. Let me inside, and I'm by. Just know I'm coming home for a reason. Baby, can I say oh? It's hard to say goodbye when I'm leaving. Yeah. Let me inside, and I'm by. Just know I'm coming home for a reason. Baby, can I say oh? It's hard to say goodbye when I'm leaving. Take it, I paid some extra before we ain't come out and don't even wait. Sure ain't playing. I hit the and I gave her some rats and I pull on my pants. She know I ain't stand. Go on the store run and get rubber bands. I got rich out and put on my pants. Just in traffic, they just how I'm living. They say that I'm tripping, they won't understand. She take a trip, she come back with 10. I take a trip, I come back with them bands. When I was dealing, it really was killing them. Had them compete trying to see what I'm paying. She throw a hoodie on soon as we land. She don't like pics, I got too many fans. I'm running shit, I can do what I want and it's really your limit, you do what you can. I found a groove and I put that up before I run out of cash, they gon' run out of land. I fell in love with these. And it blessed me, I guess it was part of the plan. I hit but he cool as a fan. Get at you, we gon' get at your man. They can relate to me, be popping it, put in their face, let them see what I'm saying. I'm rocking shows like I play with a band. Free all the bros, no I would if I. That's why I was savage, smash. Hold on, who got I need roller a deal story, can't keep up with me. I'm spending thousands like money is none to me. But coming back, them people under me, not the fans, yeah, the haters. Lot of bands on the table. They say I went commercial, I ain't know it. They want me catch a murder, I ain't going back. Play myself on my position, who doing that?
We got effing with extension, she throwing that. Got my full attention, she throwing that. Talking way too much, I ain't going back. Hoping cause speak on the real. Yeah, we know you don't own them real. Pockets full, push them down, they stop walking back. Turn $1 million right into I'm a quarterback. Spent $1 million like I'm trying to bring Kobe back. 24. I'm ready. I use the crap out like it's Betty. They say the drop hot and it's ready. Might stretch it out, but it ain't fair. Say my dog doing time. But I know he ain't gonna snitch cause it's still some he didn't tell me. My dog stepped to Sally. He told me the whole story over the celly. Went up in my pressure, my locking like Kelly. Starting to telly, no, I cannot say who no tell. My head getting heavy. Hey, you know I still got my mains on my No, I can't do no amends. Said I'm taking trips, love like they scary. Tell her birthday in March, okay, cool, so that means you an Aries. I told her gotta go, she said you serious. I've been quoted December, my vibe Sagittarius.
Who got bad with I need roller, dear story can't keep up with me. I'm spending thousands like money is none to me. I never coming back, them people under me. Not the fans, yeah, the haters. Lot of bands on
the little baby right
they
there.
Say I went commercial, I ain't know it. They want me catching.
Hey, they
murder,
I
ain't going back, play myself. I can switch up and come back another way.
Welcome back, people. Welcome back, people. Before the song break, we was talking about dating through COVID, and like Leo was saying about all the parameters that they put on everything in general. So you know what I'm saying, it make it hard to try to still have a dating life with COVID. You ain't supposed to be doing nothing. Everybody's supposed to be sitting at the crib chilling. Now you're thinking about dating right now, but what I mean, that's a part of a life that like people want companionship and stuff like that, So
of
you
course,
try to find a way to pull it off.
Of course, like everybody wants like that companionship factor, especially like I don't know about nobody else, but like for myself, I live alone, so like having that companionship or having somebody to date or talk to or any of that, it's like it was hard during COVID. Like the most you could do is talk to your friends on video chat and and still be flirting on Facebook. That was the most you could do. Like that's it. And you could send you could be out here curving people or leading people on through text messages. That was pretty much all you could do during COVID. Yeah, you can come see me.
And then it's like even if the businesses were still trying to help you while helping themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like because some of the restaurants were still open, but you just gotta like follow the restrictions and stuff like that. So they was still trying to make it happen, help you make it happen, while still helping themselves. Right. They don't want to take that L like all those a year. Oh my God, a year.
I know. I did go on a date like once during COVID, but it was like after everything started opening back up. So that was like closer towards like the end of August, September, up in that space, and it was nice. We went to a place downtown. We sat outside, so it was still nice enough to sit outside and stuff. So you weren't violating any like COVID restrictions or anything like that. We had our mask on, all that. So it was cool just kind of sitting outside and you were able to converse. And it made like the whole idea of COVID really made you realize like you got to work on yourself to be able to bring some other stuff to the table during COVID. Sure. Like I can't just be sitting up here texting all day like, and then when they want to have a conversation or video chat, you like,
right?
No. How about no?
And then it's wild that you brought up like it was still nice enough to be outside, because it's like not even like even with the COVID going on, like the weather was crazy too. So it was still like outside weather in like November, December. Like,
December. I mean, I think the snow is the snow that you all just got in Chicago is like the first like heaviest snow.
The first one that stuck for some days, because we'll get one and then it'll be like melted the next day. But this it's pretty down now, you know what I'm saying? But that's like our first one, like you said, and I'm hating to see what February and March gonna look like, because I don't want no late winter and stuff like that.
And I'm hoping that it doesn't do that, because that up north weather, once it switches over and it get later into the year, it get a little rougher. But I'm hoping that as people are still dating, that they're learning stuff about each other and about themselves during this COVID dating. Because I know, like, even the more like it got deeper into the end of the year, like I started dating and it was like, okay, well, we'll meet up at your job, or it had to be like some different ways that you were going to figure out how you were going to date.
Right. And see,
FaceTime.
That's the one aspect we looking at it on, like people that are trying to meet somebody in the beginning stages. But what about those couples that was already together and they were just stuck in the house for months. You know what I'm talking about? Like domestic violence went through the roof.
It did. And it was, but you know, those were kind of like some of those situations that were already present, you know, but it was just like now they're in each other's present all the time. So now it's not just a matter of, oh, you're here every couple of days or you're here after work. No, you're here all day, every day. So we really about to be in here, you know, tearing the walls down. But I think, I just think that when it comes down to the dating and living together, those couples that were living together, it really made them see if they were compatible through that time frame, and if they were able to stick through, you know, through that time frame. Because some of y'all didn't make it. Hey. Some of them didn't make it.
Hey, no, it's funny that you brought that up though, like with the compatibility part, like, you know what I'm saying, like you being able to see like whether we compatible or not. Like, yo, people getting into it over some crazy stuff. Like, hey man, I had 22 Hershey's left. Well, I only got 21. You ate one of my Hershey's. You ate one of my damn Hershey's. Like,
where is the remote? like it became arguments over everything. Why is this water bottle halfway drinking? Who left the toilet seat up? Who funny. Didn't change the toilet tissue? That's kind of why I'm like, oh, I'm glad I live by myself because I don't have to go through that. But right? man.
That's what's up, man. We'll get back into it real quick after this quick commercial break. Yeah. We'll be right back, y'all. Don't go nowhere.
You do not want to miss the Future Is Now Virtual Conference 2021 worldwide, February 8th through February 12th, 2021, hosted by Click Urban and the HBCU Foundation. This conference is all about solutions for Black economics and community empowerment. This 5-day event will be full of heavy-hitting speakers, a variety of workshops, live entertainment, shopping, and more. Featuring speakers like Curtis Simmons of the HBCU Go Network, Nikki Woods, former producer of the Tom Joyner Morning Show, Tamika Fadden, and the founder of the nation's largest urban health and music festival, and many more. Hurry to secure your spot and register today at thefutureisnowconference.com. That's thefutureisnowconference.com. And use the coupon code SAVEEARLY2021 for 50% off. Again, that is thefutureisnowconference.com. Register now. You do not want to miss this. The Culture Reloaded in 2021. Would you like to advertise your brand, product, service, or event to hundreds of potential clients and guests with direct links to inquire and shop immediately? Well, advertise with Ego Magazine, the hottest bi-monthly digital interactive magazine around. Your ad will include clickable buttons that lead directly to your service or product for the interactive experience. Half-page ads are only $15 and full-page ads are only $25. Did we mention that your ad runs for 60 days? Advertise with us, Ego Magazine, a division of Ego Entertainment Network. Visit www.egoentertainmentnet.com. That's www.egoentertainmentnet.com and complete the form while you're there. We look forward to promoting you. Track Try Me by Arulo on Mixkit.com. Join the JQLM radio family today. Syndicate your show or come host and produce your own show on air, live, or pre-recorded from anywhere in the world. That's not all. JQLM Radio also distributes your episodes to all major podcast platforms like iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and more. Come join this full service and support platform. Get help with sponsorships, built from our current listeners from all over the world in 45 countries and growing. Gain access to promotional materials and let JQLM Radio promote you too. And be a part of our live media coverage team that covers events and hosts red carpet activities with celebrities and more. For more information or to join now, visit www.egoentertainmentnet.com or email us at jqlmradio@gmail.com. JQLM Radio, real voices, raw entertainment, and relevant topics. Track, Funk by Arulo.
All right, y'all, we back, man. We back. Before the break, we was talking about dating during COVID or whatever. And my question is that really an acceptable fulfillment though? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that enough for some people? You know what I'm saying, Leo? Like, okay, I'm used to being able to go and date how I date normally. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if like with all the restrictions, is that like still a good date at that point?
Is it still dating? Yes.
No, I'm saying, is it still a good date though? Like, you can't do everything you would usually do on a date if you go on a date or whatever. Now, if you done made the little adjustments or whatever for all the limitations that they got put on it, like, is that still like considered like a good date to somebody? Because it's not the same.
I would think so. I would think it was the same. I wouldn't think like it was any different than. I think the only difference between like dating during the COVID situation and dating prior to COVID is the effort that was put forward in the, you know, like you had to put a lot more effort into dating during COVID because like you really had to be creative. Like if you wasn't creative,
that part,
or you weren't like somebody who could really think outside of the box, then you were going to pretty much fail at dating during the pandemic.
That would make sense.
If you could take yourself outside of the box and be like, oh, okay, like one of the cutest things that I saw during the pandemic was the virtual dates, the virtual video dates. So like,
get into that.
Go
ahead. No, that was coming up, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. That was like the cutest thing that I saw during, you know, that I had saw during dating. During the pandemic was the virtual video dates. Like it was really cute. You had to be creative. You know, the guy would send the girl like an Uber Eats or a DoorDash type of deal, and they would eat and they would do all that other kind of stuff online. And I thought that was really cute. And I still want to do a virtual date. Like, even though we could still do stuff in person, I'm like, I want to do one of those. I want a virtual date.
Yeah, and one of the listeners, they agreeing with you wholeheartedly with the whole thing. They say, yes, it is. Plus the way you are actually forced to get to know someone and be creative with dating or courting. Yeah, you do got to be mad creative. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was going to bring up the virtual dating later, but since we up in it, you know what I'm saying? Like how, like, and that's what I wanted to know, like with the virtual dating, because I ain't did none of that. Like how, what do you do? Like y'all look at the same movie at the same time? Like how does it go? Like how?
Well, I haven't done one, but from what I saw was like, you know, like you guys would pick a movie and you would watch the movie at the same time, or you would order like food for each other, or you guys would eat. And then like, so you would still be having a conversation. Like we're having this conversation right now. That's how you would talk, but you would be doing it over dinner. And then you would watch a movie afterwards. Or if you found some creative ways to actually have that date, then you would implement those creative things during that time, like after you guys eat or whatever.
So it's like
actually, Tiffany Haddish and Common did one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like basically like, oh, I got Netflix, you got Netflix. Let's pick this same movie and start it at the same time, and we're gonna watch together and talk to each other. Like, so, like, do they actually hold the phone to their face or whatever and be like, yeah, this the part?
That's
I don't know, like.
But I mean, I would think so. Like, you know, if you watching a movie with somebody, like, you would kind of want to see their face or whatever, instead of just giving them full ceiling, you know, while you having a date. So, yeah, I think it would just be a dope way to implement how to get to know somebody. I think that would be the best way, though, especially during COVID. That would be the best way to get to know somebody is doing a virtual date. You can play games, you can talk, all that kind of stuff. Because I think a lot of times in person, we shy away from actually communicating a lot. Right. So,
and I did see like the implementation of a lot of virtual video games, like game nights and stuff like that. So that's one spin that you could put on it or whatever. Yeah, I mean, who don't like a good game night?
Right. I did a virtual day party. It was a virtual day party. Everybody kind of, it was set up by a company. They set it up on Zoom, and they had real live DJs going on. They had real live DJs, and you would pretty much be in the Zoom, and you guys would pretty much just be on there listening to the music. And then they had themes. Like one of the ones that I was on was Cigars and Stilettos.
That's too funny. BD Cooper say, I don't like talking during movies. Sorry, lady. Hey, so basically with BD on their virtual date or whatever, y'all gonna be silent for 2 hours till that movie go off. Like, hey, I'm gonna look at your face, you look at my face, but don't you say a word.
Right.
Don't you say one word. On the real. You're like, hey man, you say something, I'm gonna hang up this date. I'm gonna hang up this date. That's comedy. That's super hilarious.
Day party that I went to, it was like cigars and stilettos. So like you could see people in their houses with their cigars, and then they would have like they would go through the thing and ask people to see their stilettos and all kind of stuff. So it was cute. It was fun. And
you said it was a day party?
It was a day party. So it was like, like the early part of that evening.
And it was virtual, so like everybody was still at home. They were still just vibing. Oh, that's what's up. That's raw.
Everybody was vibing. Everybody could see each other. You was turning up. And we did it for my sister's birthday. So, like.
You said it was a Zoom call?
Yeah, it was Zoom.
Yeah, that's cool, too. You know
it was fun.
That's what's up, man, bro.
It was people cute. You know, everybody was, dolled up in everything. So,
yeah. But, man, like, I agree with you, though. What you say?
To do a virtual day party, like that'd be fun. I don't know. I just think we gotta get out of that normal way of dating and try to figure out how to be creative.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure for some people, man, because a lot of people ain't creative to that extent. You know what I'm saying? You got to be mad creative to find a way to date during COVID.
Pinterest, like, if people do not know anything about how to be creative, go on Pinterest. Guys, go on Pinterest. Like, if you want to date, you can just put in fun date night ideas. Pinterest will give you a whole slew of things to do, especially if you want to do something with somebody and you planned it ahead of time. Like, you can send them like the other little part of the game. You plan it right,
For sure. One of our listeners said, I think there's a lot of things across the board we can incorporate post-COVID. Force us to adapt. Maybe even found some more practical ways to socialize/work. Yeah, that's true though. Because like I said, like a lot of these businesses, they had to still be a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still got to make that business run. Like, even though like we going through a pandemic or whatever, you still got money on the table at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So now we got to think outside the box to still run, like the restaurants and stuff. Like they doing like the only pick up your order and dip out. I'm saying, like, yeah, like.
And a lot of them added things like DoorDash, because a lot of restaurants didn't have that initially, but a lot of them added it during COVID for them to still be able to make the money. you know, people had to order online and then get it picked up and delivered. So, yeah. Look like Trosh froze. Well, dating during COVID. Listen, y'all better go on Pinterest, fellas. If y'all don't know about Pinterest, Pinterest has some of any and everything on there. So go on Pinterest, type in date night ideas, and it'll pull up a whole bunch of stuff. Or if you want to do some romantic stuff, anything that you possibly think that you want to do for your girl, go on Pinterest. You can find it. You can create it. They have templates. They have printables. Pretty much anything you need for a date night to be successful, you can go on there. They'll tell you how to do it. They even have like date night boxes that you can create with your person. Or like you could create it and then y'all do the date night stuff together. So it's not hard to actually do some fun and creative stuff with your person. Even though we can't like go out and stuff now, like you can still date, but if you can't go, because we can't go out as much now, it's still fun ways to do stuff at home with your person. So doing the date night box, and putting some fun trinkets, fun games, fun food, fun drinks, all of that in a box for you and your person is really dope. And it gives you a way to actually go ahead and get closer to each other. So I guess we're going to go to music. So we'll be back.
It's been a long night and you was telling me to go home. But it's been a long time since I felt this good on my own. A lot of years went by with my hands up in your ropes. Forever and ever no more. The midnight sky is the road taken, head high up in the clouds. I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. Oh no, I don't think we love you. Fire in my lungs, can't fight the devil. Oh no, don't think we love you. See, I'm everybody talking now, baby. Oh, you know it's true. Yeah, that I was born to run and don't belong to anyone. Oh no, don't be treated by you. She got her hair pulled back cause the sweat's dripping off of her face. Said it ain't so bad if I wanna make a couple mistakes. You should know right now that I never stayed put in one place forever and ever, no more. The midnight sky is the road I'm taking, head high up in the clouds. I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. Oh no, don't be treated by you. Fire in my lungs, can't fight the devil on the tongue. Oh no, don't be treated by you. See my lips, everybody's walking now, baby. Oh, you know it's true. Yeah, that I was born to run, I don't belong to anyone. No. Yeah.
Turn me up, Josh.
Act like they don't need us. They do everything we do and they want to be us. For them take it, they try to tee up. You rather go and blow it back instead of re-up. Going on that block, going on. I won't worry about the other side when that. And we don't aim with different. So that's what we on. The only time we'll dedicate, pull out camera phone. I used to draw a little more name on the styrofoam. I had to teach the grown right from wrong. Why the state had told the jury they're trying to indict us all. The lawyers got them out for Davis, they better sign them all. I had a bad bitch off the ground, she let her hang. She told bands I brought her work and I told her anything. I was running around with guns in that Billy thing. We putting stickers on our drums, that's a city thing. I hate the to be trying to switch the block up. I be with the killers who change it roster. I'm from the part of the city, watch your partner. You ain't did to the same who shot you. Before you leave that door, you gotta pick your Glock up. Can't spend no more. I got that from my mama. I'm shutting down the stores. You do that with these commas. You had me on my lords. I'm riding around with choppers. Close that back door. Can't get straight that by my home. Close that back door, cause I know that phony. Close that back door, get straight by my homie. Close that back door, cause I know this love phony. That's a bet. On the voice that made DD, he the threat. Don't get stressed for them tweaking off the X. I know what happened to your homie, don't be next. You gotta get back for his block, I tilt my hat. Feel like I'm drowning, got this water around my neck. Cocky throwing ashes. Went to the trenches, threw up the trays on the mat. Yeah. They be calling me, you hanging with dangerous. I'm just riding to out west, just my Uncle Rain. All my siblings' kids know your Uncle Fame. I know this sound dumb, man, it's strange.
Oh, baby. Said I'm glad that I'm here tonight. So glad I'm here. Won't you let me be your co-star? Said I'll do what I gotta do tonight. Oh, I just wanna be a part of your show. I can't believe we did. I've been sleeping, what a day at my place. Both of our bodies feeling, so I wait. Girl, your shape makes me wanna concentrate. Do whatever you want to make. What do you have in store for me, girl? What do you have in store for me, girl? It's looking like one of those nights where we don't get no sleep, no. What do you have in store for me, girl? What do you have in store for me, girl? Baby, I'm anxious, I'm trying to focus. Will I be able to take this? We both know go down tonight. Oh, until the time was right. Yeah. All I wanna do is co-star. See, all I wanna do is co-star. I'm in the right place. Oh, I'm in the right place at the right time. Right place at the right time. It's your world. You can have whatever you want. Believe me. How did we finally end up in ecstasy?
That young throwback. That Day 26, that co-star. And it's crazy to say that's a throwback already. You know what I'm talking about? Like, time moves so fast, G. Like, Day 26 was just on making the band, bro. Like, and these dudes already done came and went and got songs that's, 12 years old at this point? That's crazy. Mm-hmm. But that's my joint, though, so I had to play it.
Had to run it back.
And then that brings me to my next point. I had to run it back, man. They bring me to my next point for entertainment news, man. Yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of Kobe death. You know what I'm saying? And it's so wild just to think that it been a year already. Like, cause that's like the first thing that really kicked off bogus 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe death, and it's like we already a year like in that. Man, it's so crazy, and it's like the effects of that still lingering.
Nobody, okay?
the effects still linger, man. Like people still devastated by that, man. That was a big takeaway from this world. You know what I'm saying? Especially with him being him and his daughter and all that type of stuff. So, you know, man, and that's why you gotta just appreciate the people where you got them, man. For real.
Yep.
I know somebody said on the show yesterday, give people their flowers while they still alive and stuff like that. And that's like it's cliche, but it's a great cliche.
It's the truth.
It's 100% accurate. 100% accurate.
That's why, like, I mean, just kind of touching base on what you just said. Like, that's why I randomly buy flowers for my sisters. I randomly buy flowers for myself. You know, I buy flowers for myself all the time, just as my way of having self-care and not just waiting on somebody else to give me my flowers. So I buy flowers randomly for myself all the time. I buy them for my sisters. I randomly do stuff for my friends because, like, that's the way to give them their flowers. It doesn't necessarily have to be, like, actual flowers, but doing stuff for your people makes a difference, you know, and that's how they know that you appreciate them or appreciate them being in your life. So definitely
absolutely,
it all do on a consistent basis. You know, not saying just be over here giving people your everything, but you know, at least just saying thank you or a handwritten card or something like that, just to say thanks. For, you know, sometimes you never know what people been going through lately. It's a lot going on. Yeah.
Indeed. And then I know I was having technical difficulties right before that last song break. AT&T gonna have to see me, man. They gonna have to see me, man. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. But AT&T gonna have to see me, man. I don't like that. Like, and we was just talking about virtual dating before that last song break or whatever. What if you was on a virtual date and AT&T just decided they're gonna mess up while you in the middle of that's bogus.
You'll be like, what?
I mean, like, what kind of raggedy internet service is my?
They gonna judge
yeah, you definitely gonna get judged, man.
They gonna judge you.
AT&T got me out here looking bogus in the mind, man. I swear, you know, people pick anything to nitpick about, man. Oh yeah, it's Wi-Fi bogus. It's Wi-Fi bogus.
His Wi-Fi kept going out.
He can't even talk to me consistently for 20 minutes and all that. That's too crazy, man.
Girl, his phone kept acting up when we was on our date. And then he didn't even send me the right food on Uber Eats.
Knowing there ain't no way you can send that back or take that back. Like,
hey
man, look, they ain't put your tomatoes on there. That ain't my problem and all that. I know you say you want your steak medium well, but you know it was sitting in the box a minute. It got a little more done.
It cooked a little more on its way.
It cooked a little longer. You know what I'm saying? That's too funny. But yeah, go ahead. What you saying?
No, I was just saying it's funny because like during the virtual dating, you still gonna deal with some of the same stuff you would regular dating. So it's kind of like you dealing with some of the same stuff, but then you dealing with new stuff. So it's just funny to kind of see how the whole progression of everything happens with dating.
I guess another good part about the virtual dating though is I don't know, if you get tired of somebody, you can just hang up the date. Hey, for real, that's a real thing. But hey, man, what you just say?
Listen, that's.
I'm for real.
That's petty stuff.
What do you mean? You shouldn't have said what you said. Okay, so just think about this: if you was on a real date out there and somebody offended you in some kind of way, you're gonna get up and leave, right? So why you can't hang up?
Well, I mean, I'm with you when you're right, but I mean, it's still petty. But I'm with you when you're right. You know,
that's too funny.
I wouldn't be against it either, because I mean that would just be like people when you go out on a date and somebody get to cutting up and acting all weird and doing the most. I'ma just slide to the bathroom and slide out the back. You know, call me an Uber and go on home. I think that's the.
You can't pull that off.
That's the thing too. You already at home.
in the real dating aspect, like you can't pull that off in the wintertime. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just slide to the bathroom and dip. Now, so you go in the bathroom with your whole coat, your purse, you done tied your boots up, you done grab everything, but you supposed to think I'm thinking you going to the bathroom? Nah.
Yeah, because I don't want you to just be rambling through my stuff. And say it with a straight face.
That's too funny, man.
Rambling through my stuff.
That's too funny.
And then go ahead and dip to the bathroom and head out. But that's the thing. That's the good thing about virtual dating. You already at home, so you ain't got to do all that. Like you said, you just hang up. And then what do you do though if they keep calling back?
You don't gotta answer. You got like they there with a gun to your head saying, "Pick up the phone."
No, but I'm saying like if they gonna keep calling back, if you like, you hang up, and then they thinking it's something with your signal or with something along those lines, but that's not what it is. You legit hung up like, nah, I'm good.
Right. And one of the listeners said, "Ladies, are you still eating pretty while you eating Uber Eats on your date?"
First of all, you
at the crib like a savage.
Second of all,
holding your steak like a lion, like
up in that line.
That's too funny. But all right, we'll be right back with y'all. Let's check out some of this Jazmine Sullivan. Pick up the feelings, baby.
Yes.
Pick up the feelings.
Pick them up.
That I've been acting different, yeah. Funny how I finally flipped the script on ya. And you the one who's double dipping, yeah. You so sloppy how I caught you slipping, You're off the leash. Run me my keys. No more popping up the hitty, yeah. I ain't even got the miles to trip on ya. No phone. Who is it? Brand new. I know it. Back it up. No, it's same bitch I never wake up, it is it, Tennessee, exit, get my jeans, don't think I ain't got no hope for that bag. Feelings, don't leave me sense. You need to hurry and pick up your feelings while I'm up cleaning. Boy, please, I don't need it. Memories, all that shit, you can keep it. Oh, don't forget to come and pick up your feelings. Don't leave no pieces. I'm trying to find a fuck to give for you. You ran out of chances of forgiving you. Yeah, listen, I'm listening just for you to go and break my heart again. I learned my lesson last time. I ain't coming. This is what you had now. Bet you I look better, don't I? New phone. Who is this? Contact, don't exist. Either I or that bitch. Gas way too expensive. No more. Philippines, Papa, busy. Hands tied, no grip. I ain't got the room for extra baggage. So don't forget to come and pick up your feelings. Don't leave no pieces. You need to hurry and pick up your feelings. While I'm up cleaning, boy, please. I don't need memories, all the shit you can keep it. Don't forget to come and pick up your feelings. Don't leave no pieces. Lock the door where my heart once was, but you had no fun, but I had enough. Now I'm really done. There's so much more that you gave to me. So now I'm saving me, and I made a piece. So you can run them streets. Don't forget to come and pick up your feelings. Don't leave no pieces. You need to hurry and pick up your feelings. While I'm up cleaning, boy, please. I don't need it. All that shit you can keep. I don't need it. Don't forget your come and pick up your feelings.
Barefoot and a bottle of wine. You can stay with me tonight. You don't have to change when I'm around you. So go ahead and say what's on your mind, on your mind. When you and me, no judgment. You can get that from anyone else. You don't have to prove nothing. You can just be yourself. When you and me, no judgment. We get that from anyone else. We don't have to prove nothing. When you and me, no judgment. We don't have to prove nothing. When you and me, no judgment. I get his breakfast in the morning. Or you can slip out in the night. You don't have to give me a warning. Cause we both got nothing to hide, nothing to hide. Even though we don't talk for a couple of months, yeah, it's like we didn't lose any time. Could be a lover or your shoulder to cry on. You be whoever you like. Oh, when you and me, no judgment. You can get that from anyone else. You don't have to prove nothing. You can just be yourself. When you and me, the best music.
Another one. DJ Khaled.
Come with me, leave all of your things, yeah. You can stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. With me, fly you out the grief, full speed, so volley Paris, yeah. Come with me, leave all of your things, yeah. You can stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out the grief, full speed, so volley Paris. Speed post, baby, in the beat. Waves in my head, smoking. Living through the sand in the deep. All because of what I did on beats, baby. Life sweet, baby. I style, baby. You just go get ready, we go out, baby. Long time looking for the bounce, yeah. Ozzy had the bounce, yeah. Come with me, leave all of your things, yeah. You can stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out the breeze. Speed, so volley Paris. Come with me, leave all of your things, yeah. You can stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out the breeze. Full speed, je suis ton génie. Rolls Royce, baby, in hidden hills. Bags full of $100 bills. Jogging past your wife and she get chill. All because of how I kept it real. Life sweet, baby, on a G-Way.
That's that DJ Khaled right there. That DJ Khaled featuring Drake, that Grease right there. I rock with that joint, man. I don't know, man. Drake can't do no wrong, man, when it comes to this music, man. Dude be killing everything he touched, man, for real.
Listen, I was over here Shazamming it.
Oh,
Okay, that's what I'm doing. That's why my head was down over here Shazamming stuff.
that's comedy. I be trying to keep the playlist for the show, you know what I'm saying, like mixed up, man. I know everybody don't listen to everything, so you know I just try to put something in there for everybody.
You do have a good playlist every week. It's always a good mix of like old and new, and then like R&B and then hip hop. So you got a nice little flow, a nice little vibe happening.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate them words, you know. But yeah, they during COVID. I think about everything, man. To each is his own. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, if you like it, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't see no problem with it, or if you don't see no restrictions, and the fulfillment part is the biggest thing for me, though. Like I don't understand how you can still feel the same way. Like, why go out on real dates when COVID not happening? Then I mean, why go out regular then? You see what I'm saying? If it's I don't know, G.
I mean,
it's something different, which is why it's different.
I still think you got to do the real dates when we can, but I think the virtual dates will make it fun and interesting and different, and then you can kind of see how creative or lack thereof a person has, you know.
I feel like you're testing me. Don't test me.
No, I mean, you know, even if you're not very creative, hell, like do what you would do for a regular day, but still figure out how to do it virtually or from home. That's it.
One of the listeners say, "I'm dating during COVID, out here risking it all."
Oh Lord! Oh Lord!
That's comedy. That's comedy.
Not out here.
Nah, I definitely don't think you're risking it all at this point. I mean, the way things are progressing back to normal, you know what I'm saying, like you much safer than you would have been in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel that.
Said out here risking it all. Lord.
I agree with this. I agree with another listener. You can't judge me just because I'm not creative on a virtual date. That's true. That's true. I might just not be creative in that aspect. But if I take you out on a real date, my creativity off the chain.
I'm not gonna judge you, but I definitely want to see like what type of things you bring to the table. Because I wouldn't want to do it all the time. I would not want to be the person doing all of the stuff all the time.
Right.
Like, you know, that would make it tough or make it a little irritating as we're dating. Like, now I got to do everything. I got to come up with all the virtual dates. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got no input. You don't play cards. Like, what are your activities? What is it that you do? So I think that's the hard part. Just like with regular dating, you don't want to be the one to plan the dates all the time. You know, you want her to plan some dates. She wants you to plan some dates, you know, so that you know that the interest is there. And that you're not just doing it because I want to do it.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you joining me today, talking about this topic with me. It's me. I should have known. Hey, real quick, tell people what you got going on.
Mila just legit, she out here risking it all. That's hilarious. What you say though, Tro?
I say tell the people what you got going on before we get up out of here.
Listen, Royal Outcast Artistry over here cranking out these custom fedoras constantly. So check us out at Royal Outcast Artistry, and that's Outcast with a K, on Facebook, Instagram, and make sure you tune in to the Fat Girl Chronicles every Fat Tuesday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on JQLM Radio, and we also stream live on Facebook and YouTube. So go make sure you subscribe, and I think that's it.
I'll be on that show too, y'all. Yeah. And all that. But yeah, follow me at Istroche, ITSTROCHE at Fat Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that, man. It's Troche is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You can also follow JQLM Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn at Ego ENTNET. It's a tongue twister trying to say it, so I'm gonna just spell it. Ego ENTNET. Man, I appreciate y'all. It's been another week of Between the Lines, man. I'm your host, Troche. This is where life meets the lyrics. Appreciate you, Leo, for joining me. And we out. 2 fingers.
Peace.